What's up, everyone? How's it going? We're back with another weekly watch list. This video is just going to be covering the levels, zones, things that I'm watching for this upcoming week in the stock market. So if you are tuning in, just want to say thank you very, very much. Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday so far, or maybe you're watching this Monday, whatever it may be. Hope you've had a great day. So let's get right in. We're going to be covering SPY, QQQ, and IWM. Feeling very good about this week, feeling very good about my system, and putting that into more practice for this coming week here. So without further ado, let's get into it. So obviously things, ETS being back at all-time highs here. First thing I'm going to be watching is the high and low of the previous day. So let's head over here to the 15-minute time frame on SPY. So first rejection or reject area is going to be this 510.13. First support is going to be down here at 507.04. Now, can you take trades between these two levels? Of course you can. I like to usually see a break of the range for the most ideal price action, smoothest price action, and best plays possible. Not totally necessary. Like let's say, SPY maybe comes up in the pre-market overnight and it opens up around here. You could see this as definitely as a reject area. You could take a trade up here for sure before bouncing back to the previous day low. But what might even be a better setup is say, SPY breaks below the previous day low, comes up, retests it, that support is turned resistance, and then maybe we move back down to this next support that I have here at this 503.02, right? This previous resistance turn support here, okay? I do have this fib here now. This fib is not like something super hardcore. Mandatory, again, with fibs, you want to see impulse moves. You could justify this as an impulse move here on the hourly time frame. From this swing low here to this swing high. So it's not like I'm looking to take a trade at these levels. I potentially could if we do see a very strong bounce with volume at this 61 fib tomorrow. We'll see though, okay? So 503.02 is going to be the first support. I look underneath the previous day low, and then below that it's going to be this 498.8 area, which I've watched all last week as well. So those two areas are going to be my biggest areas of support. So that's going to be SPY. Let's head over to QQQ. Same thing for reject. It's going to be all-time high, of course. So this 440.59 area, first support going to be here at this 435.79. Below that, I do a 433.70. And then below that, potentially here on the hourly especially, this looked like really strong support. It wasn't a previous day high or low, but it was in the pre-market, I believe, on Thursday. Yes, let's see. Yes, it was. So it's Thursday in the pre-market, 3 o'clock in the morning. This is a pre-market low, very strong support off this level. So I do have this temporary level here marked in blue. That's what I use for temporary levels to see, if we do break this, retest, this could be our first profit target. We could see a bounce here as well. And then below that, I have this 429.85/430 area, right? Previous high, turn support. So we will see about that on QQQ, okay? That's all I have there for that. One thing I do want to break down, though, while we're here, is just like a certain strategy, that I've been using recently, or I've had recently. I haven't taken all my trades, which is a problem of mine for sure. Something I'm working on is only trading this strategy. I've developed these strategies, a system, and then I find myself taking trades not in the system, not with the strategy. And that's obviously where I can go wrong for sure. Of course, still very new to trading. It's only been 13 months full time. I've been investing in the stock market and taking trades since December of 2021, and then more so starting in 2022. Of course, no technical analysis or studying behind that in 2022. Just freaking discords and following alerts. And then at the end of 2022, started taking my education serious. And by the end of 2022 and January 2023 is when I was full time with trading, developing a system, educating daily, having the discipline, just full time, just like a job, just like a business, just like a career. So again, it's been 13 months now, and I did paper trading January, February, March, and April, and half of May in 2023, and I've been real money since then. But anyways, nonetheless, so what I'm looking for is price action, these higher time frames, specifically the 30-minute, and then looking for entries on the 2 and 5 minutes. So for example, like if you look back on QQQ on Friday's session, very ugly 30-minute candle here, close at 9 o'clock. So we want to head over. So I look at this, I see this long wick. Obviously see the volume, which is always high at open. Long wick, you can definitely have a bias towards, okay, we're most likely moving to the downside here. Did I take this trade on Friday? No, I didn't. Of course I didn't. I was in a SPY trade at the time. So it's actually in SPY calls, and I will break that down, which I did take a loss on. So breaking this down now to the 2-minute time frame, looking for an entry, I'm looking for, bearish price action, maybe a fair value gap on the 5-minute. Come on, man. Why is this doing this? I do have a new computer coming in this week, so I'm really, really looking forward to that. And flags as well, right? So we want to see that, again, that 30-minute candle, that 8:30 candle close at 9 o'clock. So I'm looking for this after 9 o'clock. So we can identify, okay, here's 9 o'clock, right? Let's follow the price action at 9 o'clock, right? You can see here we have this impulse move down. We had this bear flag. Okay, so now I'm watching, okay, looking for an entry. When break of this bear flag, we retest the bear flag. We reject some of the EMAs as well. And there's your entry right there. You can put your stop just above these highs here at the top of the bear flag, and you can take this move all the way down, manage it however you'd like, right? So this would be the entry here. We identified a bias on the 30-minute time frame. We're finding an entry on the 2-minute. Again, we have this impulse move, 9 o'clock, that candle closed. So we're coming down to the 2-minute time frame after 9 o'clock. We see this bear flag here. We see the break of the bear flag. We see retest, and then we continue beneath it as well, okay? Not the cleanest break and retest here, but again, with your stop loss, original stop loss being above these highs here, or you can make it above the 8:30 high if you wanted to have that much risk, you would clearly be fine and in good hands here, okay? So taking it down to the 5-minute, I want to see if there's maybe an entry on here that I already reviewed or not. Looking at the 5-minute, same thing, that flag is still there on the 5-minute, and you could take a look at this candle right here. You have higher volume as well. You have a nasty selling candle here. You have a flag here as well. You retest that wick. What do you have? Another massive sell-off, another entry back down, okay? So I was in SPY calls when all this was happening, of course. And one thing I'm going to be doing and working on this week is looking, okay, when that first 30-minute candle closes, look across SPY, look across QQQ, look across IWM. Which one has the best looking 30-minute close? So basically on my SPY trade here, and I know this isn't a trade review video, it's a watch list video, but why not while we're here? I noticed on the 30-minute candle, let's go to that first. It was either 30 or the 1 hour. Anyways, let's see. On the 30-minute candle, like we were making a really strong move up in the pre-market, and we noticed that we had a really long wicks here on the 5-minute. I also had a 5-minute fair value gap as well. We had our pre-market high that we broke above. We had this fair value gap right here, okay, in this area here. And you can see that the wicks came down into that fair value gap, and they were very, very large wicks, which is, again, good price actions potentially go long. Now, I know we were all-time highs, definitely a bit riskier of a play. I was in SPY calls here on this retest here of this fair value gap and this pre-market high. There was also a fib level here as well from the opening low of the day to the highest of the day, and it was wicking off that 61 fib really well. Everything lining up to go long, and it just didn't work out in my favor, and I stopped out for down here for a loss. So, again, very strong price action, had the fair value gap, had the 61. We were above the previous day high. We were above the pre-market high, a lot of indications for potentially going long. It didn't work out, not a big deal. So because of that, I did miss the QQQ trade. Anyways, and then of course you can look, same strategy here. If you go to SPY, go to the 30-minute, that first 8:30 opening candle, right? I'm on Central Time, by the way. Long wick down. You could say, okay, let's go ahead. Or you could look at this one here, which would probably be a little bit more, because this candle here is, long wick is decently long, but it's also got a strong body for buying support as well. So take this at 9 o'clock. So when that candle closes at 9:30, after 9:30, you could be looking for entries. And what do you have here at 9:30? We scale this down a little bit. You can see, again, another bear flag forming here. If I zoom in, you can probably see it even better. Hold on. Goodness gracious. Yeah, see, this is why I need a new computer. If you guys can't even hear it right now, but my current computer, my laptop, which is a 2017 MacBook Air, is heating up right now. Like, it's very loud. Like, the fan is going so loud. Anyway, so now you can see, okay, after 9:30, what happens? We start making this bear flag here. We break the flag, enter here, stop above these highs. You can ride this down. Everything looks easier in hindsight, of course, but I just wanted to point out some potential plays, potentially help with any of your strategies as well. Okay, so lastly, looking at IWM, I didn't trade IWM last week at all, just because I was seeing better opportunities. And SPY on SPY and QQQ. I mean, just take a look at the IWM daily chart. It's fucking disgusting, you know? It's like, honestly has not shown very good opportunity. It's been a disaster to trade. It really just hasn't been the best. But again, previous day high, previous day low, previous day high also falls in this rejection area, this gap here. So anything between this 200.6 and like this 201.50, you know, this rejection area up here is going to be my first reject area. Above that, 203.71 and 204.74. First support is going to be down here, 198.58 says previous day low. Below that, I have this kind of whole area, this 198, but down here as well to like this 197.7, and then below that, this 196.3. So if we take it to the hourly, probably gets a little bit of a cleaner view here. So we go here. So let's give you a little bit of a cleaner view of support, now gapped, turn to resistance at the gap, resistance again. So just keeping this whole zone up here. If we break above this zone, retest that high, and go long maybe up to 203, 204, all right? So, and again, this whole area here, I'm looking at my first support underneath that previous day low. So again, not a lot of room, not a lot of really good risk to reward here. So not something I'm looking at too heavily. So anyways, that's going to wrap up the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've been watching some of them, greatly appreciate it. Hope you've taken some value from them, some education, or just some enjoyment. I wish you all the best this week, inside and outside the markets, career, business, and of course, trading, relationships, whatever it may be. I wish you all the best. And thank you again for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider dropping a like, subscribing, or a comment. That would mean a lot to me. If not, no big deal. And I will see you all in next week's watch list. Peace.